41 years old. This shit just sounds so juvenile and elementary to me. It's all of the great things that these men are saying that they're not getting that leads them there. And maybe some of you women are not going to get that because you just keep trying to fight against that. A lot of women are no longer approaching men. That's that entitlement. I ain't got to say nothing to him. He gonna come say something to me. But then now you mad it's 20 other women that's around that he also has options to say something to. So again, if you're not going to play the game and follow the rules exactly the way it's supposed to be played, sit your ass down on the bench.
That's a good point. And I feel like I naturally do that with you because that's how I really feel when I look at you. I'm like, oh, you're just so fine.
Yeah, you always do that.
But I think you saying that will go a long way with a lot of women because I don't think women really realize how far that goes. Because I didn't realize how far I went with him. Like, I feel like I didn't even know you really paid attention to it.
Remember in the beginning, I didn't even accept. I thought like, hey man, cut that fake shit out. Because I'm like, women don't do that. So she's
been outside being abused.
I was outside being abused.
No. He was
see what I said?
We're not about to make our victims. We're not about to do that.
I'm glad bro said that because listen, man, so many men are out here being abused. And when they say that, they think the man being slapped. No, man, it's married men in the house not getting loved on, not getting sex, not getting affirmation.
Well, not just married men. We talking about when you was outside and being abused.
Oh well,
before me.
Even men that ain't even married, they outside being abused by women.
Lord, y'all gonna have to unpack that, Carlos. When you said being abused, what's being abused?
Not physically, just like you said.
I know what you mean. But how?
Ain't nobody made them no breakfast.
No,
ain't nobody made sure that.
They ain't even ask.
What are y'all doing to make these women like? What are you doing to reciprocate that?
Everything. Literally. That's why a lot of people don't want to be in relationships.
Exactly.
Women can get anything that they want from a man if they show more appreciation for the shit that they already get.
The small shit.
Even if you want more, show a man that you appreciate because that's gonna motivate him to go get you some more.
True.
That's it. He gonna go get it.
You don't even have to ask.
That was the bar. Y'all listen. He said women can get anything they want from a man if they show appreciation for the stuff they already getting.
Right.
That's the big deal.
But now it's entitlement. Like, oh, you gotta do this to fuck with me. You gotta buy me a bag. Yeah. You gotta take me.
I'm blaming on the rap music.
But think about the guys who took that girl on a trip and she ain't even say thank you. She ain't even pack that nigga bag to go with her. She ain't took no pictures with this nigga.
Oh. She ain't took no pictures with him.
You know how many women go on vacations with men that paid for the vacation? He can't even get posted on the close friends. You see the food on the table. It's 2 plates. Who eating the other plate?
That's real.
That nigga paid for that high ass ticket.
Come on now.
To come over here and spend 3 days with you. You ain't said thank you. You ain't did nothing. It's all about you. There's a lot of shit out here that's just one-sided. And that's why a lot of women not getting the shit that they want from men. And all you got to do is appreciate the shit.
That's it. And that's why you hear a lot of men like,
I realized the problem as they were talking. I realized it. It's our fault. It's our fault. And Shan is in my mind. I'm going to tell you why. See, basically, somewhere the rules change because Carlos Miller said, y'all get everything. We do everything. And every fellow on this panel probably knows, yes, they've done a lot, whether it's girlfriend and boyfriend, whatever the status, right? And I think what has happened is that what men need to start doing is having a paywall behind the privileges that come with being with us. So basically, if I ain't married to you, we not traveling. Basically, if I'm not married to you, don't talk to me about no bills. Don't talk to me about extravagant dates. None of that stuff needs to occur. Basically, because complimenting someone is free, especially if it's authentic, right? But it seems like there's this idea how women have it. I don't know. I'm not a woman. That I'm not going to arrive at my best until I get something to substantiate why I should treat you like a great human being that you are. So maybe we need to just go ahead and explore some different rules, and that way the confusion of things will be, less likely to occur. Because I just thought that in a relationship at whatever status, if I like her and I'm vibing with her, it's nothing for me to just tell her how dope she is, how much I appreciate her, whatever she may be doing, in my life. But for whatever reason, when we say as the men, hey, this should be coming back this way, it's like, well, what exactly? Because the lady even did it on the panel. She said abuse. She did the air quotes. So what exactly is the woman getting? And that's the problem to me. That's what I always hear. We never can just isolate the man for a moment, a day, a weekend, nothing. Somehow, some way, it always got to come back to the woman and what the benefit of her just being decent involves. So we can definitely unpack that, and I'll land.
So basically, we treat women like the prostitutes they act like when it comes to relationships.
True, it's not y'all fault. Don't say that. It's not your fault. I'm gonna just be completely honest. Y'all know I had no problem saying my age at no stage. I'm blessed. Thank you. At 41 years old, this shit just sounds so juvenile and elementary to me. And this is why. I feel like what True was saying, like, okay, you're not gonna get your best or do your real thing until I show you the ring. That's kind of what Shan was trying to say. Like the relationship is like pre-marriage, even though they weren't talking about it inside the video. Your relationship is a pre-marriage. That's almost like me evaluating if I want to continue this type of relationship or this type of connection for the rest of my life. I don't think anybody has shitty relationships and say, oh, I can't wait to marry her or I can't wait to marry him. That's not what leads you down the aisle. It's all of the great things that these men are saying that they're not getting that leads them there. And maybe some of you women are not going to get that because you just keep trying to fight against that. This just sounds so natural to me. Like if I see a guy, he's attractive and I like him, I'm going to approach him, period. If he does not approach me, something's gonna happen because I need to get that off. But again, that's just me. Certain other women will say, I've been crushing on a guy for years. Let's see how that works out. But again, this goes back to another conversation that we had before. A lot of women are no longer approaching men. That's that entitlement. I ain't gotta say nothing to him. He gonna come say something to me. But then now you mad it's 20 other women that's around that he also has options to say something to. So again, if you're not going to play the game and follow the rules exactly the way it's supposed to be played, sit your ass down on the bench. Because again, this conversation right here just sounds, again, so juvenile to me. If you are in love with somebody, you respect them, you value a relationship, you checking on them. That's just what you going to do. How are you? How was your day? Did you eat? I'm seeing so many women on these YouTubes packing their men lunches and just taking care of them. They love their men. Some of you men are just not with women that love y'all. Y'all are with women that y'all providing for and y'all paying for the coochie. Maybe that's why she's not emotionally connected with you. I'm not saying you're a bad person. It's no different than a cute prostitute. She's not getting that man that's emotionally stable either. Like it's an exchange. Start having those conversations because if you're not getting the emotional, the spiritual, the intellectual, or the mental stimulation that you need, I think you need to leave that situation. Because I don't know a real woman on this planet that's not taking care of her man and is not excited to do that. Does it happen? Hell yeah. But again, a lot of y'all out here just paying to play, and that ain't what y'all want to say. Just keep it real. That's why a lot of y'all relationships are empty. Y'all don't like each other. Somebody's benefiting or both. My God, this shit just sounds so stupid to me. I'm a land because, like I said, when you're in a relationship and you love somebody and you like them, this shit happens naturally. And if it's not, it's going back to what Carlos and other men are saying. Some of you all just have this lack of appreciation and you have too much entitlement. Jesus Christ.
All right. So
I'm done.
I agree with the part of it that where you're speaking to them not actually liking the dudes. And I think that's one of the main mistakes that many men make is they'll get with a woman who don't really like them like that. If she don't like you, she's not going to treat you the way that you feel like you deserve to be treated.
Right.
And just like how dudes would get with a woman who they just want to smash, there's certain privileges that you're just not going to get. So it's going to be your duty to understand when someone actually really likes you and they don't. A lot of things that come to mind that we know are red flags, we ignore. We try to give people the benefit of the doubt when you really should start giving people the doubt of the benefit because that's all they're worth. We ignore it because they have something that we're so honed in on that we want. I think that's one of the main issues that we have. But secondly, we can't ignore the fact that in most cases, and I will not say all because there are some fabulous women, some may even be on the panel. However, the overwhelming majority, they don't really give a fuck about y'all. Period. Like they are self-centered as hell. Period. Self-centered. People and self-serving. People are not thinking of you. They didn't just talk about the boyfriends, which a lot of people refer to just now. It's not leading up to that point. The man in the video said there are people who are married who are still getting shitty treatment. Like there's this word that I use damn near every week of the show, and it's called consideration. A compliment, that is consideration. Are you hungry? That is consideration. And that's not typically offered. People are so self-consumed that they are only worried about what it is that they need, their needs only. This is men and women alike. I get it. But we're talking about women today. And it's crazy that we shouldn't allow it. I don't think that you should have a person within your proximity who is behaving like that. But there's such a scarcity mindset because even though there are technically more available women based on, whether you talk about incarceration, death rates, all that, whatever, it doesn't feel like it to most men because most women want the same dudes. So it's always going to cause that inequality problem. And we're getting back to the basics. The marital system, which people don't care about anymore, is bringing us back to biology, where a small group of men are going to be able to get all the women and everyone else just won't. And if a woman is with you and she doesn't really feel like you're the best option that she can get, she's going to resent you because you're in the way of what she could have gotten in her life. And you have to understand that part. She will resent you for life because you are technically cock blocking or goaltending from what she really feels like she deserves. And she's going to treat you as such.
But that's a gold digger and he needs to get away from her. So like there has to be some vetting for him to figure that out, because ain't no way a real man that I love cock blocking for the next, like there's gonna be some sort of behavior, something that she gonna show, you know what I mean? Like something gonna crack. Like you are absolutely keeping it 100% real. Like I can concede to that fact. But that's the point. Like if she's not down for you, how are you discovering that?
And
like what's happening in a relationship? Because I know it's showing. It's showing. And that go back to what you said, like you were ignoring the red flags. So how long you gonna ignore the red flags?
So when you have a scarcity mindset and you realize that there's not that much that you have available, it's the same reason why a woman would stay in an abusive relationship, because you don't think that you have any available person that's better than that. So that's just what it is. You got something at which beats a blank in their mind, and I don't agree with it, and I would never operate on those terms. That's why I encourage men to build themselves so they don't have to deal with situations like that. But unfortunately, that's the reality for most people, and they cope with these things because they feel like that's the best they have available.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna hold you. I just feel like a little bit of that scarcity mindset and low self-esteem is like those got to be separated. Like a scarcity mindset.
A man needing a compliment. Why I hit so hard, he don't get that compliment like that, is because he needs that compliment. That right there just shows you a little bit of insecurity. I don't really need validation from anyone. Right?
Yes, you do.
But there are people who
yes, you do. Don't say that, Trev.
No,
we're all human. Yes, you do. Y'all don't say that. Don't say that.
We can say that. We can say that. We can say that.
You're gonna get validation from yourself, right? You're gonna pat yourself on the back, right?
Validation is a basic human need.
Outside validation.
Got him. Okay. Come on. Yeah, internal and external are different, but we ain't finna sit up and act like when somebody else don't give us that call. I can tell myself I'm beautiful all day, but if Trev was to be like, "Hey, Miss Pearl, you look good," I'm like, "Oh, thank you." At least I'm not. I didn't need it, but I see what you said. I don't need it, but it's definitely a desire.
Here's the point that I'm making. You won't need it from that individual, right? It doesn't determine what it is that I am. You won't need it from that particular individual because it don't matter. Because when I go outside, I'm gonna get the same validation all day anyway. So that's the part that people have to worry about. Because I'm going to be validated. If you personally don't want to, it doesn't matter. It's not going to affect the way I feel about myself. I'm talking about the individual. I'm not saying you won't need it ever, but you won't need it from any one particular individual.